Hey guys, thanks for watching and welcome to another episode of Raising Junior. As you remember, in the third episode we were working on the door frames and the majority of the rust repair has been done. So in the first part of the episode we will assemble the new door skins and then move on to trying the new sills and floorboards in place. We used self-tapping screws to assemble everything and this was a very useful technique. So work on the door continues. Now we're preparing to weld in the inner brace and this bracket over here that will hold the window runner. And we assembled all the parts that will go on the door just to make sure that all the gaps through properly. It's really important to also add the chrome strips up here and the window mechanism just to make sure that everything clears and will be in its right place. So here we cut a steel gauge to copy a 45 degree angle. We will use this gauge to cut reliefs into the corners. So here we'll make them deeper, cut them at 45 degrees so that when we fold the corners they won't overlap. So at this point we test fit the skin onto the door frame. We will be applying sealer, so we want to make sure that everything fits in the right position and no surprises after we apply sealer. Then we will resistance weld the top of the door frames, so that will reduce distortion, and it will be just like it was made at the factory. If you remember, in part 3 we showed this door gap with the old door skin. Now with the new door skin repaired, the problem didn't go away. It seems that they made some repairs in the past where the floor pans got shorter or they just didn't weld them so well. As you can see, the sill has been patched up and probably caused some distortion and shrinking of the metal. So what we will do now is build a brace so we can fix this gap here. The new parts will be fit in the correct place. However, before it was fixed, so it was welded to the other bar. What we did now is replace the solid part with a threaded rod, so we just welded a new plate in with a nut. So we'll be able to cut the sill from this part here, and then we'll be able to extend the width of the body. This should push the part that is warped back and correct the door gap on the outside. put in the new sills, the inner sill and the middle sill. However, before we weld them in, we have to prepare these parts which go next to the driver's feet and next to the passenger's feet. When I put the project, I only had this panel available, which is the left side. So I thought I could just mirror it, produce another panel and weld it in place. However, as I started making the forms and so on, I started making this part and realized that the left and right side are completely different. Factoring that there's many variables and different angles from one side to another, I just decided to order the new part, which is right here. Now if we compare them on each other, they're very different. In the parts, we're dry fitting them together. So these recesses have to match with each other like this. We need to clear some corners here so they fit. Here we tried the driver's side floor pan in place. It's holding together with self-tapping screws. So the next thing to do is to weld it permanently in place. This is all the time we have for this episode, so see you next time.